Alright, so I picked up another Sporterized K98, and I plan on unsporterizing this one. Now this one has a really nice sporter stock on here, and it's kind of unusual because a lot of times they are either the cut down military, original military stock, and usually it's done kind of crappy. This one is actually a really nice aftermarket with a really nice wood grain. So it's kind of a nice sporter stock, but it's not staying on here. So the butt pad is not quite fit properly for it, but otherwise it's actually pretty nice. And then this portion up here is a bit loose, and this seal or whatever is sticking out on both sides. But again, it's not staying on there. It's going to be put back into an original military stock. So this is kind of a unique rifle, I guess, somewhat of a more unique manufacturer code. This is BNZ 43, so it's manufactured in 1943. Serial number right there, 7610. It's got a BNZ 1 on the barrel up there, and it all matches, 7610, 7610. The magazine floor plate and then trigger housing down here, it doesn't have any serial number on it, but it does have, I don't know if that's a QNW there, and so I mean, I'm not sure what manufacturer that is. I'd have to look that up a bit further, but let's look and see here. BNZ, according to the book here, Mauser Military Rifles of the World, BNZ, code BNZ, it's either Steyr Daimler Puch, if it's German, I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, or Steyr Aberdeno. So that's the manufacturer, Steyr. Now, if it had a, I don't know if it shows it on here or not. I don't have the one with the single rune, but if it did have a single rune between the BNZ and the date, like this here, that would be, oh, Steyr Daimler Puch at a concentration camp under SS supervision. It's indicated by the single rune between the BNZ marking and the date below. So yeah, it's not one of those. Just a standard BNZ. So, but either way, it's pretty cool. Matching numbers for the most part. Obviously, it doesn't have the stock hardware, but and I'm not sure if the floor plate is supposed to have the serial number on it or not. They might not have done that, but that's what I'm going to show you right now, and then you will see the transition back to its original military configuration. Here it is, K98. This is the BNZ 43 in its original military configuration. So I put in original German K98 stock on here. This one was probably re-arsenal at one point. It doesn't really have any German markings left on it that I can see. And it has a random serial number on the other side, so it could have been a Euro capture or something along those lines. But the wood grain, if you will, which actually isn't the wood grain as much as it is like the laminate layers, is pretty cool on this stock. I have several of these, and this one I think was one of the nicer ones of the bunch here. But other than that, I guess that's still the BNZ 43, so it's not a different rifle. It's just the same one with a different stock. So it's a very simple process to do. It's actually, all it is taking two screws out, which some of them have 4 screws, some of them have a capture screw towards the trigger guard here, small one. And if you watch one of my other videos on sporterizing a K98, I actually do the full-length video where I take everything apart and put it all back together with the original stock after taking the sporterized stock off. So it's very simple. The screws come out the bottom, and then you have to take the barrel bands off. This is the barrel band spring here. You push that in, slide this off, which obviously, depending on the age of the rifle and the condition of the stock, might be kind of a pain to do. And then the spring comes out, and then this slides off as well. And then handguard can come off, and then the rest of the stock and receiver and barrel push up. The trigger housing, magazine floor plate, and spring inside pop out the bottom once the screws are undone. And that's it. And then you throw the new stock on. So that is the rifle in its current state, and that's the way it's going to stay. Again, if you're interested in watching the video on how this is done, just look up my older unsporterizing a K98 video and check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it, seeing a rifle brought back to its original configuration. I will be doing more of these videos as well. I do have another one in the works. I gotta find a replacement rear sight for it, which I think I might have explained in the other section of this video, but I don't recall if I did, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But basically what it's missing, because it was sporterized, somebody decided to grind this retainer ring, I guess, if you will. It's actually part of the rear sight base. It's meant to hold the upper handguard in place, besides this obviously, but it keeps the back of it in place as well and locked in, and somebody ground that off for whatever reason. So I got to get a replacement base. I can swap the sights over, and that's pretty much it. But the rear sight is soldered in place, has one small screw, and so it's a bit more of a project to replace that. Also, the front sight has to come off to get the rear sight off, and so I'll do a separate video on that when I get around to doing that. So it might be a while because I have to find a good replacement sight for it, but it's going to be an original replacement sight. So basically a sight off of another K98 that somebody took off or whatever. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. If you liked the video, appreciate a like, and subscribe if you want to see more of them, because I will be doing more. Thanks for watching.